Hello there. Happy Thursday. Gosh, I can't believe the week is almost done. I'm glad you are here today. I'm Dr. Shannon Reese, founder of Training for Optimal Performance, and I help golfers, amateur golfers specifically, improve the mental side of their game. What I focus on particularly with amateur golfers is providing them with a proven mental framework that they can use to successfully improve their consistency from tee to green so that they can lower their handicap and love their game. So if that sounds good to you, you are in the right place, and I am so glad you joined me. Today, we're going to focus on the best way that you can avoid playing fearful and defensive golf, because that is absolutely no fun. And I chose this topic today to dive a little bit deeper into one of the sections in the brand new freebie that I just launched. It's a free downloadable guide called How to Avoid the Bad Habits That Are Costing You Strokes. And you can sign up to receive this freebie by going to trainingforoptimalperformance.com/freebie. And when I get off the live, I'll be sure to put that link down below. So you can go there to sign up. Now, I know how distracting it can be to be playing on, could be your home course, could be a course that you're not familiar with, and having your attention get completely drawn into the trouble out on the golf course. So there are particular holes, there are particular shots where when you first step up to that next opportunity, your eyes are immediately drawn to things like the water flanking the hole, or a bunker that looks like it's within reach, or the deep rough that's off the backside of a green. And these are all things that you want desperately to avoid getting into. So that's where the fearfulness comes into play, and that's where you can adopt a very defensive mindset right out of the gate before you even start planning your next shot. And that is indeed what we are trying to avoid. So in the third section of the freebie that I mentioned, I talk specifically about this as one of those common bad habits that cost golfers a lot of strokes. And I have talked to plenty of golfers who have suggested to me that they think it's a good idea to know where the trouble and the danger lie on a particular hole. And I'm here to argue that that is actually a waste of your very valuable mental energy. And you don't want to become sucked in by what I refer to as architectural design features. And I go into more detail about that in the third section of that freebie. But I wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit about how you can learn, how you can train yourself to see past those things. And this is something that you can begin to train yourself to do. So number one, why is this happening, right? Because we're used to taking kind of that wide pan of everything that's in front of us. And when you're playing this game, understand that golf course architects design holes with those kind of visual, intimidating traps on purpose. They don't want the hole to look like you're playing putt-putt golf and it's super easy. Obviously, there needs to be an element of challenge and interest and intrigue and some mystery waiting around a corner or a bend. And so golf course architects design these features on purpose. But my point is that you don't have to get drawn into kind of being concerned about landing inside any of those features. So you can learn to look past them and see them more as these architectural design features, something that really enhances the beauty of the course, but not places that you are concerned that you will end up in. So how do we begin to elicit some control? Well, number one, you've got to recognize that you are the author of your thoughts, and therefore you have absolute control over how you think moment by moment you're out on the golf course. Unfortunately, a lot of golfers who are not investing in the mental side of their game are taking a much more passive approach to how they think about and play the game. And so they are bystanders to their thought life rather than being active directors of it. And that's something that I highly recommend you remedy in your game, because the moment you lose control of your thought life is the moment that things begin to kind of ripple through into your swing action and cause those misses, whether big or small, that ultimately cost you strokes. So there is a workaround by investing in your onboard computer that is the one and only element that tells your body what to do. Your body is waiting for instructions from your brain, so you better make sure that your brain is feeding your body the right information. And that's why the mental side of the game is so important to golfers of every level. It is not just something for the tour player. So you're the author of your thoughts, therefore you've got to recognize and take control over authoring those specific thoughts. Because my second point is that your imagination needs constant monitoring and direction. The moment you take kind of a lazy or fly by the seat of your pants approach to your imagination and where it leads you, because it's always going to lead you someplace, but you want to make sure that it's leading you in the direction you actually want to go, the direction you actually want your ball to go. And so you've got to take control, rein that imagination in, so that my point number 3 is that you, as a result, are playing with the right emotions and the right mindset. We want your experience to be full of positive emotions because of your positive outlook on your performance. So essentially expecting success and feeling good about it, anticipating hitting those good shots instead of the opposite, which is to be very defensive and very fearful about the possibility of things going poorly for you. So that takes us to my final point, point number 4, which is the importance of keeping your thoughts locked on the present. It's only when we allow ourselves to dredge up the misery of the past or drift too far ahead into the future, projecting the what ifs and the worst case scenarios, that our thinking just kind of gets all over the board. And the more you can stay present centered on the task at hand, the easier job you have of keeping your thoughts pointed in the direction of success, where you want that ball to go. So if you want more details on this and a really powerful but simple go-to strategy to avoid the bad habit of looking for hazards when you play, definitely recommend that you take a minute to go to trainingforoptimalperformance.com/freebie, FREEBIE, and get your hands on this free guide. I put a lot of time and effort into it to give you some very high power, high impact strategies that you can use to begin to develop the mental side of your game and really get some quick wins. So I'll leave that link in the description down below. Thank you again so much for stopping by today. And if you're watching the replay, I'd love for you to say hi. So please leave me a comment below and let me know what your number 1 distracting architectural design feature is for you. Is it water? Is it greenside bunkers? Is it banks of trees that make your perspective of the hole incredibly narrow? What really catches your eye in and pulls your attention in the wrong direction? Leave me a comment below and let me know what that is. So as a reminder, I go live right here at 1 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday and Thursday. So I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.